My name is Oliver Queen. After 5 years in hell, I returned home with only one goal: to save my city. But my old approach wasn't enough. To honour my friend's memory, I must be someone else. I must be something else. Okay, so I've gone on record before saying how much I loved the Arrowverse, and I do, I do think I stand by that opinion. I mean, I still maintain that I think DC TV is much better than the DC movies or the Marvel TV, and I think a large part of that has to do with the Arrowverse. The same as the MCU with Marvel has managed to build up a massive universe over the last 10 years. Over the last 4 years or so, I feel that the Arrowverse has managed to build into this massive interconnected universe that's just brilliant to go through. So I thought for my next couple of videos I might do listing my personal favourite episodes from each season of each show. Today I'm mainly going to be focusing on the Arrow episodes, but I may also do ones for The Flash, Legends, and maybe even Supergirl later down the line. I can't really say too much for Vixen, seeing as I haven't seen it. But anyway, let's go back to where it all began, with Arrow. And it had quite a lot to live up to, and it managed to pull it off. It managed to build this huge universe that now builds today. So anyway, my personal favourite episode from Arrow Season 1 is the 6th episode of Series 1, Legacies. Now, out of all the episodes on my list, this is probably the one that may catch people by surprise, but I do actually think it's a fairly good one. The episode takes place at a time when Oliver has only recruited John Diggle into his team, and while Oliver is still keen to track down the names on his list, John encourages him to also take down street crime, leading Oliver to don the hood and go after a gang called, referencing the classic DC Comics villains, the Royal Flush Gang, a gang who uses masks marked with playing card symbols. But what elevates this to me as my personal favourites is mainly the last scene. I mean, the episode itself is great, but yeah, the last scene is the one of why I put it here on the list. And it basically shows, throughout the episode, Oliver has been missing appointments with his mother, missing time with his mother, who just wants really to spend time with him. And at the end, the two of them just tell each other that they're lonely and they want to be with each other, so they go out for burgers, which, yeah, it's weird to see these people who fit in so well with upper class society just sitting in a burger restaurant eating, and it's just a beautiful scene. The rest of the episode's great, but yeah, that's what puts it into the spot for me. From Arrow Season 2, my personal favourite episode is the final episode of Series 2, Unthinkable, which is mainly known for showing Oliver finally facing off against his old friend Slade, i.e. Deathstroke, in an all-out battle to determine the fate of Starling City. It's just wonderful. So many action scenes in there, and you get to see the Arrow team start to come together with Sarah Lance, Nyssa Al Ghul bringing the League of Assassins, and also Roy's first go as Arsenal, which is pretty good to see. And I do think it's a good one. From Season 3, while I have tried to avoid including crossovers on these lists, two of them have snuck in here, and my choice for Season 3 is the first of them. It's Season 3, Episode 8, The Brave and the Bold. While I admit I wasn't keen on the Flash episode of the crossover, Flash versus Arrow, The Brave and the Bold, I think more than enough makes up for it. While Flash vs. Arrow showed the two facing off against each other while also taking down Roy Bigelow, i.e. Rainbow Raider, This particular episode shows both teams teaming up together to take down Captain Boomerang, and it's just a joy to behold. You can get to see Barry and Oliver working off each other perfectly, and even their small kind of session at the end where they legitimately see who would win a proper fight. That's brilliant, and I will try and include clips down below for each of my choices, and I do think them taking down Captain Boomerang is quite a good scene. Anyway, as I said, I tried to avoid crossovers, but this one, there's another one. For season 4, my choice was episode 5, Haunted, which you could technically count as another crossover, but I think it's a pretty good one. It's essentially, by this point in series season 4, Thea and Laurel had managed to resurrect Sarah, who had sadly been killed at the start of the previous season. And yeah, by this point, Oliver finds out, and in order to get Sarah back to closer to the way she was, they have to call in some help from John Constantine, which I hadn't really seen Constantine's show. I've started watching it now, we have on DVD, but I hadn't really seen the show, but he just brings such a lot of fun into this episode. It's just the swearing British warlock, and Matt Ryan is just a joy to behold. And you could also argue that this lays some of the groundwork for Legends of Tomorrow, which did kind of come up, especially with the crossover event later that season. But yeah, it's a pretty good one. And the final one that I can list for now is from season 5. The episode I chose was the episode Second Chances. This one kind of focuses slightly. It reminds us that Laurel Lance was unfortunately killed by Damien Dark during the previous season, and shows kind of Oliver taking steps to kind of find a replacement for her, as she asked him to not let her be the last Black Canary. So they track down a woman named Tina Boland, which I will admit does have rather a nice scene with Captain Singh, who's been seen on The Flash, and it does have a nice scene where he does show legitimate concern and show that he did actually care about Tina. Which, once again, I'll leave links down below to some of the best parts from each of the episodes, and I do think the kind of way they can slot Dinah Drake or Tina Boland into her new role as the new Black Canary is rather sweet, especially. But there you go, my choices for kind of the best episodes from each season of Arrow so far. I can't do season 6 yet because, well, it hasn't finished yet, and the last few episodes might provide a good one. But yeah, I'll be doing ones for The Flash and for Legends and maybe Supergirl later down the line. But definitely check these episodes out, they're good ones. See ya.